As 2020 comes to a close, the once very niche idea that we may be in a simulation doesn't seem all that crazy anymore. This year was like Back to the Future 2. I don't know why it exists or who it was made for, and Steven Spielberg is nowhere to be found. With that said, if this is a simulation, that would explain the bizarre malfunctions we might experience in this system called life. Are we in need of a patch from the developers? Or is this all just part of the game? Number 5. When planes glitch. The phenomenon of airplanes standing still midair has baffled many people over the years, and has been the subject of countless comment threads and forums across the web. If you ask around, you'll hear multiple differing explanations, but no consensus agreement. I've personally seen this on 2 separate occasions on the same highway, with both planes coming from the same airport. I'd never seen or heard of anything like this before, so it caused me to do some research, and I was pretty shocked to find out how often this has happened and been documented. Some say it's an illusion, others say it's a glitch in the matrix, but whatever the cause, it's still a wildly bizarre thing to witness.
Man, video that thing, Max.
I am, I got it.
Are you videoing it?
Yeah, hold on. It is just sitting there.
Thing in the sky.
Hold on, watch it, I got it,
Are
baby.
you freaking kidding me? That thing is just sitting there.
That plane looks like it's just hovering. It looks like a big one as well. I almost want to stop on the side of the road so you can see. It's barely moving. That is crazy.
Esa vaina del viento. ¿Qué verga que era eso?
Some people claim this is caused by the plane being caught in a strong headwind. Some say the lift spoiler acts as a brake of some sort. On the other hand, others say there's no way an airplane should be hovering like this, while others think it's all a hoax. I'm not well versed in airplane mechanics, but having seen this in person, I can say that it's definitely possible. What I also find interesting is that the various airplanes that have been filmed suspended in air are all at different angles and altitudes, with some even being pretty low to the ground while sustaining the same effect. And there's videos like this one, and this one, where all the laws of physics are put on hiatus apparently. Believe it or not, there's not actually a consensus agreement on the reason airplanes are able to fly through the air in general. Right now there's just different groups of people with differing explanations. So maybe we're biting off more than we could chew with this whole airplanes frozen in air thing. Have you ever come across this before? And if so, what do you think was the cause of it? Let me know down in the comments. Number 4. When cities glitch. On October 20th, 2015, various news outlets broke a story about a floating city seen in the clouds above the city of Foshan in the Guangdong province of China. Multiple tall buildings could be seen in the sky, quite literally floating in air, allegedly in front of thousands of witnesses around the city. Some believe this to be special effects, others believe it to be a parallel universe that materialized into our universe, All of the news outlets, however, attributed the shocking display to a complex form of mirage called Fata Morgana.
With a lie detector test determined that was a lie.
To make a long story short, there is no complex form of mirage that's that damn complex. Despite this, a vast amount of news reports continue to circulate this explanation. Is there a synonym for lazy journalism? Just curious. Popular YouTuber Captain Disillusion takes on this subject in greater detail, so I'll leave a link to his video in the description. The real questions to me are, why was this so widely publicized by professional outlets like CNN? Why were we given such a ridiculous, easily debunkable, non-research explanation for it? And what was the purpose of this? Was this just some kind of experiment? That's the scary part nobody seems to talk about. But what do you think? Was this a parallel universe peeking through our reality? Was it a deliberately faked experiment? Or something else? Number 3, when people glitch. Accounts of human levitation date all the way back to ancient times. These accounts were of people from all different backgrounds and belief systems. Because of this, reasons given to explain levitation vary. Some believe it stems from divine enlightenment, some think it's given through occult powers, while others believe there's a more logical explanation. In past times, levitation was reserved for eyewitnesses, but today, millions are able to witness it through video evidence and then draw their own conclusions about it. So take a look for yourself.
The images which this film has recorded are scarcely to be credited. There are no hidden supports or pulleys to be seen. In spite of this, Ovaku actually rises off the ground and it seems as though he is floating on a cushion of air. The German commentator cannot believe his eyes.
Тарзан, ко мне! Что это? Тихо, тихо, Тарзан. Тарзан, тихо, тихо, Тарзан. Боже мой, что это было?
So what are your thoughts? Does this ability come from some type of enlightenment or meditative state? Or is there a totally different explanation altogether? You decide. When animals glitch. All around the world, birds have been seen freezing mid-air. We're not talking about birds that are caught in headwinds or species like hummingbirds whose wings move so fast it almost looks like they're standing still in the air. I mean frozen, like not moving at all. What's really interesting about this is that the videos that have captured this surprisingly aren't viral at all. But online news outlets across the world have continued to cover stories about this phenomenon. Even this year, within the last few months as of this recording, a few people scattered in various forums seem to want answers also. I found forums and threads as far back as 2006 where people are seeking answers to this bizarre occurrence.
Antena, ya están los cerdos mirando qué fue lo que pasó. Suspendían el aire.
The bird is frozen in the middle of the sky. Some weird shit.
I don't know if you can see those two birds up there. See them? They're literally suspended in midair. They're behind the tree. They're not sitting on any branches. I know it might look like it, but I can see with my own eyes that they're suspended in midair. How is that possible? How can those two I don't know what they are. There's a bunch of turkey vultures back here. It could be turkey vultures, but they're suspended in midair. What the hell, dudes? What is going on with you two?
Floating bird. Look at that. That float. I know, what the hell? Hang on, let's get closer. Motherfucker's floating. He just, I don't know what he's standing on. Look, dude, he's rolling around in the sky.
As far as I've been able to find, there haven't been any official explanations or anything that would make this make more sense. So what do you think? Is there a glitch in the matrix? Or is Jeff Bezos just grooming these birds to deliver Amazon packages straight to your balcony? If you made it this far, thank you for watching, and please make sure you subscribe and turn on post notifications so you don't miss out on our weekly videos. You can also follow us on our other platforms here. That's our Facebook and our IGTV. And if you come across any scary or creepy video clips on the net, please feel free to send it to us at thefearnetwork.com with .com spelled out at gmail.com. And if we use it, we'll be sure to give you credit. Now, let's get back into it. Number 1. I have no good title for this. In recent years, there have been a lot of strange occurrences in the NBA with both commentators and players alike. Aside from Dennis Rodman and Ron Artest, this behavior is quite unusual to say the least. Now, I've seen all these videos from the past, and for the most part, I never really paid it much attention. But there's one video in particular that I kept on my phone ever since it happened, way before I even thought I would make this channel. In 2016, during the NBA Finals between the Cleveland Cavaliers and the Golden State Warriors, a timeout was called. Everything was going smoothly until the camera cut to one of the commentators. What many people at home saw completely shocked them.
Still Warriors ball with 8 to shoot. We've got the American Express halftime report coming up. They're ready to go. Chauncey, Jalen, Michelle, and Paul.
The camera cuts to former NBA player and sports analyst Jalen Rose, and he's standing completely motionless while one of his assistants adjusts his microphone. But the problem is, Jalen Rose looks absolutely and completely lifeless and artificial. It's one of those things that's hard to explain, and you just have to see it to understand. If you look for this video on YouTube, you'll notice something very disturbing. Just about every single video is low quality. The reason? Well, when people saw the video at home, they immediately knew something was off and started recording the TV from their phone. This gained so much attention that Jalen Rose himself had to address it. Despite this, Jalen Rose claims there was absolutely nothing strange going on at all.
The first rule of Fight Club is, you do not talk about Fight Club.
I have a good friend who's a die-hard NBA fan, specifically when it comes to the Houston Rockets. He wasn't particularly fond of Jalen Rose's analysis of his team and would frequently let him know that on Twitter. One day, Jalen Rose responded, quite angrily I might add, and then he blocked my friend. So, I guess robots have feelings after all. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you all soon.